Hi.
He came in a while back. I gave him the setup, the little light and everything. Now he's got his sprouts. Go show him the picture.
Oh, you know you're going to be on the webcast?
Yeah, I told him.
Oh.
I already told him
Okay, come on in on the webcast.
I could even bring that chair over for you, man.
Okay, so here I am. I just started. I've been reading this.
Okay.
Hey, you want to sit down there? Have a seat, man. Yeah. Yeah. Just popped.
Okay. Chuck, how do I get that mic over here? Oh. Boom. What? Then I lose you, son of a bitch.
Uh-oh.
He's funny. Okay. I guess I have to get a third one now.
Put that on your shirt.
All right.
Right underneath it.
Perfect.
Okay, so let me know if we get an echo because we're both so close to each other. Okay, so you got a bunch of seeds. What's your next question?
My next question is, where do I go from there? You know, it's so
upward.
I got it popping up.
Upwards.
So when do I put it in the cup? When do I transplant?
Okay, when do you put them in the cup and when do you transplant? I'm going to show you right up there. This is, we're going to look up Great Root Race.
Yeah, there's so much information to read, you know, it's just a lot to take in.
So this is the Great Root Race, and I made this video.
Uh-huh.
Okay, these were the PP plants. Oh, sorry, let me. Asking me if it really works. Okay, actually, let's go back to. See all those roots?
Oh, yeah.
I think I took a couple of plants out. See how they're all the way out the bottom and they look like the tray. See how many roots there are?
Uh-huh.
So what's your rush?
Okay.
I mean, if you're still growing under this light, if they're still getting bigger, what's your rush? The problem that I suggest to you guys, the problem that I see is this. This is what I suggest to you guys.
Uh-huh.
You fill the whole thing up with the cubes, right? You put this light on top of it, right?
Okay.
But then you start at the outside edge and you work your way around until you have, if you don't have 50 seeds,
Right.
how do you justify putting them so far apart? Because now they're just standing alone. How do you justify putting them so close into the center directly under the light when there isn't 50 and the light's meant for 50?
Okay.
And so for some reason you had some thought and you're like, I'm gonna put them this far apart and I'm gonna put them in different rows.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 in the corner.
That's it, huh?
We only have 3. How do you put them directly under the light? I mean, the light's supposed to last a month. Oh, hey. Yes, yeah. This is a construction worker, right? Yeah. You have pictures too? Good. All right, give me 1 sec. So what you've done is you shifted into second to avoid first. And what you found out was that the bog and the RPM is such a problem now that it's tough to recover from.
Okay. So is that something that I want to start over then?
I would definitely put them in the corner.
Okay. So I can move them though?
Yeah, they're weed. You can kick them right in the newts.
Okay.
So there isn't that concern. But you see my point though about how you've and where you put
Right.
them positionally, just in the corner.
Okay.
There ain't, and can they recover? I don't know, because I was literally just going over these pictures. Nope, not that one. Open desktop, Colin. I was literally going over pictures. Where can you see it better?
Right there's fine.
Okay. You see those rocks in that cup? You see that silly thing right there?
Yeah.
Okay. All silly.
Okay.
Rocks is silly. That looks like a good-looking plant is silly. And so all these things are silly things.
Okay. I see what you're saying. You know. So I basically just want to. It doesn't matter how close I put them together, how far apart.
It does.
Well, I mean,
because if
in
it's
there,
standing
though,
on,
correct?
it does, because the further they are apart, the greater the light intensity on each plant.
Oh, okay. So the closer that it takes that away then.
Well,
So
it's a little bit of a canopy. Even though it doesn't seem like a canopy in the first 11 days, at day 13, they're gonna run into each other, and they will protect each other.
Oh, okay.
Then you can have a little bit more light. So you will take them that looks like this. You will take them that looks like this. I didn't even mean it like that. But you'll take them that looks like this, and they'll be in this,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll put them in this, and then you'll put them back under this. So now that they're bigger, you don't want 50 anymore. You have 3. You'd raise the light a little, but now you have 3 big thriving plants with roots that go all.
Right.
That's the stages of this light.
Okay. Now I want to be able to start to transfer outside. Now when do you do that?
I don't know, man.
That's
This is
a
an
long way
indoor.
away,
No,
right?
this is an indoor store.
Oh, okay. This is okay. Okay.
Yeah, outdoors in Vegas is madness.
Oh, that's what I hear.
So I don't have any answers for you because there's enough people that fail that I don't have to go down the madness route.
Right. No,
It's
I
easy
expect
enough to
fail,
win.
You know, I expect
Well,
to fail,
that
but-
sucks. Well, congratulations, because it looks like that so far.
Hey,
So you
well,
don't even have to continue. Most people want some bud.
Right.
And so,
I just want to learn.
see,
I'm trying.
that's what I tell you guys. All you have to do is not kill your plants. The rest is nonsense. It's that easy.
Really.
And so,
See, because it's like I said, you know, all the information you take in, all the reading, everything, you know, and it's like I'm more of a doer. I got to be able to see it, see what's going on, you know, and go
it's a
from
house
there.
plant.
Yeah,
It's a house plant.
that easy, huh? Okay. Okay.
And soon as you try to take it off that trail, soon as you try to make it something it isn't, soon as your expectation does not meet the reality of the situation, soon as you're confused because there's so much information that says do this, and then the same group of people that says do this, and it seems completely opposite, it's because they're all wrong. There is no right information. What I'm telling you is I'm the only person telling you this information. And I'm telling you that it's a house plant.
Yeah.
And that if you try to make it anything other than a house plant, you will kill it because your reality it does not meet the expectation of the plant. And the plant is 5 months to them is 5 minutes to you. And so you are not in the same time zone as these two things. And so you can't win. There is no experimenting. For instance, okay, look at your plants. You've experimented.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't even look like you should continue.
So just start over.
And so, boy, if you have to learn each thing one at a time,
Right.
you'll sell me your equipment before you ever get there.
True. That makes sense.
It's a decision tree. And there are very few decisions that get you to success. I mean, there are very few decisions like don't do much. As soon as you do much, you can't stay on the success decision tree.
Overcomplicating things.
Yeah, you can't because your expectation has nothing to do with the plant. And so you guys just mother and smother them.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and I can't even sell you anything for that.
That's the truth.
I mean, that's the reality of the situation is all I want to do is sell you your equipment and then hope you go away because no one ever wins.
Yeah.
Or hope you come back and sell to me used. That's a pretty good one too.
Well, that's why I'm here. You know, I just want to get as much information as I can, especially because I like to be able to talk to one-on-one, you know, and, you know, see what your thoughts are and go from there. But yeah, if you think I need to start over and
Well, it's tough to
know.
tell with a seedling.
Yeah.
The seedling's the hardest thing to know about because it's the smallest. So you're asking me to make a prediction based on the shortest amount of time.
right.
Right.
Yeah, you're not a mind reader or a
Psychic. But
Yeah.
to some extent, it's always the same problems. So I do this thing called predictive analysis. I look at the situation, I look at the person, I see when the failure is, and I go from there. And so you've given me a very short window
no
to narrow the
failure,
failure, but
right.
then you haven't had much time to kill your plants in many ways either.
yeah, it's only been a week.
Yeah, so you managed to kill your plants in a week. There can't be that many things. You probably didn't even feed them yet.
No.
So that didn't kill them. See what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
There's very few ways to fail that early on, but it's also tough to tell because you have a very small window
Right.
with which to work.
See, everybody wants to get the best bud they can get, you know, and I think that's why it's overcomplicating is because, you know, everybody reads and they're just like, you know, all these different steps you take and you know what I mean?
Yes, but they've all overcomplicated it because they fail.
Yeah.
They're failing. The best growers, because I know the best growers, because I know 10,000 growers, the best growers don't do dick.
Yeah.
They don't care what nutrient they use. They don't care they just wait until the plant runs out of nutrient and they give them more. That's a no-brainer. I mean, they're feeding 4 times through the whole process.
Yeah.
So It's the guys that do too much. But, I mean, it seems logical. Guy does too much. No, I'm looking off speculatively. Guy does too much. Plant is small, slow thing. Guy kills plant. Like every girlfriend you've ever had. You like him, you fall in love, you mother and smother him, you're done and out in 90 days. And the last 30 was even tragic. And the last 30 is a domestic, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so it's always the same routine. Whether it's girlfriend or plant, we are not in tune with everything else in nature.
Right.
Male humans, not in tune with anything else in nature. Right. American, sorry.
Wow, I agree.
American males. We are, it's something in the water, dude. We
Right.
all fucking want to take over the planet. I don't know what it is, but I'm 49. I had 5 back surgeries last year, and I can still fucking taste it. Hey, leave the light on and shut the door.
But yeah, so yeah, I guess I'll just go from here. I'll pick up some soil and just be ready for the next step, I guess, and see where we go. But yeah, I'm gonna move the plants around and go from there. But all I can do is just learn, right?
It's a tough process. It is a tough process. It's a tough process because you have to yield.
Yeah.
You have to yield more than you've ever yielded in your life before.
Well, I've never yielded before, so,
No kids?
Well, I have a daughter.
Okay, so you have.
Yeah, I guess. It's just kind of raising a plant, you guess, if you look at it that way.
But it is entirely like that, is that you can't be like, why the fuck aren't you already driving? It'd be so much easier if you were just driving.
Right. Oh, that
Right.
makes sense.
And then you think, oh, my daughter's going to be driving. Then you go, no way, my kid's going to be driving. I mean, I got smashed up, like 6 smashed up cars between them. And so I'm just saying, is it smashed up car or doesn't want to take a nap, keeps asking for McDonald's? Right. It's always something. So all I'm saying is that it is much easier to negotiate smoothly than to be at the extreme ends. And the slower the thing that you have to deal with, I deal with a lot of old people, and I have to be so slow, like I am so obnoxious here, and I am so slow at my other job, or I'm hosing somebody. And so most guys can't get there. I hate growing. If I had enough lights that there was enough to do, that you're like busy 10, 12 hours a day, you got 30 lights, there's always something to do, something's always spilling.
Yeah.
But 2 lights, oh my God, it's a house plant. I don't have any house plants. Do you have any house plants?
A couple.
What do you have?
Shit, I don't know.
That Home Depot thing in the corner with the long leaf that you just replace every 6 months?
Yep.
Because I've never figured out how to keep it green?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't even have that anymore. I don't even have that anymore.
Shit. So you don't even grow anything other than...
Oh, I hate growing.
Yeah.
I won't even grow anymore. It's so cheap. It's so over. Like in the 70s, you'd be like, fight for your right. But it's fucking legal now.
Yeah.
What's the battle?
True.
It's in a pen. There's no battle. There's
It's
no
everywhere now, yeah.
It's much more ubiquitous. It's less of a rally cry. It's tough to fight for your right when nobody cares.
Yeah.
You're like protesting and nobody cares. And you're like, oh, nobody cares.
And that's why I'm at the point where I'm at now, with my job and everything,
It's a good skill because if you learn it, it's the easiest fucking money ever. If you can sit still. I am a paramedic nurse, amongst other things. Mm-hmm. I'm a paramedic. I am not a sit still kind of guy.
Yeah.
It's tough for me to grow. I hate it. This is easy. I don't have to touch it. You know what I mean? You guys call me, you guys bring me the problems, and now I just point and click, and this
is what it is. Go away.
It's the same thing every time. Can you accept it? That's the real thing, because I think you accepted what I had to say. And I think there is, for you, a high probability of success. I'm excited to see you in the store because you bought a lot of equipment. So if you come back and everything's dead, it's always, like, oh. So I think you're the kind of guy, and I said it before, that was going to have some success. All right. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's it, brother.
All right. I wish I could sell you something.
No problem. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.